One of the last things that we have here, every year we see the Dredge numbers come back. They're getting better all the time. Save mechanical issues and those kind of things. The Dredge team has been exceptional here on Grand Lake. Tom Grabo is the state Dredge administrator. I think a lot of people, Tom's here a lot. I don't think a lot of people realize that he is the head of all dredging in this state. So to have him local it's a blessing beyond belief, really. It's just great. And the Dredge team that we have here with Mr. Gillis is outstanding. So Tom is going to come up here. We're gonna kind of recognize this Dredge team today. I want to put faces with the Dredge team because it's always just the Dredge team. So want to put faces with these guys today. They deserve all the credit in the world. They're setting massive records. And with that, I'll turn it over to Tom.
Good morning. Not going to talk a whole lot today about what we're doing and where we're going this year, okay? I'm here to kind of recognize and introduce the guys that we have here on this lake running dredges, okay? So last year, I'm not sure, I was talking to Nick. I'm not sure if I let everybody know, we pumped 455,000 cubic yards last year and change. Year before, we were at 401, okay? So with the next 3 hours that Nick allotted me, I'm going to go through a bunch of stats, this and that. No, I'm just joking. Yesterday I was sitting at my desk and I was like, okay, what am I going to say? How am I going to make this sound good short of introducing all these guys? So I started going through numbers back in 2011, went all the way through 2017. It's like, man, I could have hundreds of stats here on what these guys have done. So I started looking at it and it's like, I'm not going to do this. Number one, this meeting would last for 2 hours. Number two, these guys would be waiting for me out in the parking lot because it took so long. And number three, it really doesn't matter, okay? The number that means the most to me is that we have incrementally throughout 2011, as an average, gotten 10% better every year, okay? So I look at that and there you go, 10%. It doesn't really mean a whole lot to me. 10%, a dime on a dollar, doesn't mean a lot. But how many of you would like to have a 10% raise every year? That's where it kind of means something. It's where it kind of means something. So these guys here, since I took over the statewide program, I try to clone what these guys do here. Fantastic group of guys, a lot of knowledge. These guys they can do the welding, they can run heavy equipment, they run dredges, you name it. These guys could do it. I've known in past meetings that I talked, these guys are guys that can run space shuttles after 20 minutes being in one, So I try to, I don't know. I don't know about Elmer, but, another thing I look at, and our personnel's kind of changed a lot since 2011, since we started this process. We got some newer guys. I think the biggest thing, and I kind of instigated it, and I started instigating it 7-8 years ago, is competition. These guys are all competitors. These guys were all in sports. They all want to be the best. They're very humble. They don't, I don't think most of them want to even be here today to be recognized, but I'm glad they did. So, all right, starting with Hodag, Elmer Wagner, which is the captain. Go ahead and stand up, Elmer. Stay standing. Elmer, stand up. Oh, you are. Okay, sorry. Elmer is our dredge captain for Hodag. And then Dan Wilson, which is his first mate. Okay, Pump a Little, which is Roger Harris, he's not here today. So I got Chris Ginridge, which was an excellent find that we got a couple years ago. Since Roger's not here, Chris is the new dredge captain. No. Talk to Dan about that. So, Mike Wilson, which is the captain of Brutus. Keep standing, Mike, okay? How many Michigan fans we got? The reason why he's on that dredge is because it's named Brutus, and he's a Michigan fan. We're penalizing him. So, and his first mate, Doug Golden. So Doug does an outstanding job. He comes from the private sector. Actually, all these guys come from the private sector over the years. Few people that aren't here, Steve Swartz, which he is kind of our utility guy at Grand Lake. He can run dredges, he can run dozers, do everything that these guys do, but these guys, concentrations out on the lake 28 weeks a year. Okay, so you need that special guy to get some of the other things done. Bill Rohr, he couldn't be here. He's actually from Lake Laramie. He spends more time at Grand Lake because we got to construct so many sites to keep up with the spoils. He's a big impact for Grand Lake St. Mary's too. Last but not least, Dan Gillis, which is a West Central. Stand up, Dan. West Central supervisor. He not only manages Grand Lake, he manages Laramie and Indian. Okay, so he's got a lot on his plate. I think 18 operators that he's handling and 3, 4, 5, 6 dredges. Okay, so outstanding job. So. Final remarks, everybody keeps asking me, okay, what are you going to do next year? What are you going to do next year? Our objective every year is to continue getting better, and we've done that. There's a lot of things that hinge on your success with dredging. Weather, mechanical breakdowns, the material that you're pumping, when it's silt, clay, sand. There's a lot of variables there. So our goal every year is get better every year. Is it going to happen all the time? Wish I could promise all of you it would. Not sure. We haven't stopped yet, so we're going to keep moving forward and trying to be the best at what we do. So, thanks. No questions.
Thanks so much, Tom. Again, exceptional job. And thanks to all the Dredge team that came out here this morning. I know you guys don't want a lot of credit, but we owe you.